Oh, hello everyone. It's me, Joe again. So for part one, we talked about the affordability of a $2.7 million new property, all right, in Singapore here. And we ascertained that, hey, based on the income levels required, the top 30% can still afford this $2.7 property, whereas only around 21%, 21% of the current population is staying in a private property. So no big deal on affordability. It's not unsustainable. We are not going into bubble territory. So part two for today, this video, right? Okay, we are going to answer this question. Is it possible to realize the capital gain for this 2.7 million property in the next 3 to 5 years? And if yes, what are the possible amounts we are looking at? All right, so this is the exit plan or exit criteria. All right, 1,000 square feet, again, 3,000 PSF. So you need $3 million. Okay, somebody needs to buy this property with $3 million, some 3 to 5 years down the road. All right, so, all right, let's see. Okay, so what I have done here is, okay, to exit at $3 million, all right? So this is the minimum household income required to purchase this. Of course, why is there so many different income levels? Is because of the age group, all right? As we grow older, our borrowing power will reduce, and therefore we need a bigger household income, all right? So this is the minimum household income needed to purchase this property, all right, at $3 million for a 300, or what we call a $300,000 profit. Okay, so this means that our income levels or the income levels, okay, will need, if you want to exit in the next 3 years, okay, there needs to be a growth of 3.52% annual income growth per year, all right, for the next 3 years. Of course, if we want to exit with this at this quantum in the next 5 years, then we will need 2.1% income growth per year. And then in the next 10 years, we need 1.04% income growth annually per year, okay, for the next 10 years. So one thing we can do is to compare, historically or currently, okay, what is the income growth rates? So for the past 3 years, all right, from 2024 to 2021 to 2024, all right, the compounded annual growth rate or the annual growth rate for each year, okay, this is the growth rate, all right, for each income, for each percentile. As you can see, all right, we need a 3.52% to grow. So, and so far, okay, historically, for the past 3 years, we have been growing at 6%, 5%, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I would say, no, based on this, okay, it's not too difficult, all right, to achieve a $300,000 profit based on this. Of course, there are many factors, the desirability of that unit, the layout, but there are too many variables. So we are just going to focus solely on the income levels of the population. All right, so this is what is needed. So we can see 3.52%. Okay, from in theory, quite okay. All right, then some of you will surely ask, how about 400K? All right, is 400K possible? So let's see. This is the minimum household income levels required to purchase this at 3.1 million, or what we call a 400K profit. All right, so this means that we need a 4.66% annual growth for the next 3 years, 2.77% annual growth for the next 5 years, and 1.38% annual growth for the next 10 years. Okay, so again, comparing to the historical, okay, it seems like, hey, it may be possible. Okay, numerically, mathematically, it seems to be possible if even for a 400K profit. But I don't know whether, guys, I don't know whether you observe this. This is why people always say, we don't wait to buy property. We buy property to wait, because as we wait longer, okay, the income growth required per year actually slows down. Okay, so this is what we can expect. All right, and the longer we hold, as the population income grow in Singapore, all right, we have been doing quite well, because a lot of Singapore, the tax rates are quite good. You know, we have been known to be a corrupt-free country. Business practices have been very transparent, very clean. So, end of the day, we are still we rank very high on the desirability charts when it comes to coming over here to set up businesses, to work, etc., etc. All right. So this is the income level. So actually, we can see it doesn't look to be too difficult theoretically. All right. Now, how about $500,000? All right, $500,000. These are the income levels required. All right, the same thing. And for a $500,000 profit, we will need 5.77, 3.43 in annual growth, 1.7% annual growth for the next 3, 5, and 10 years respectively. All right. So again, back to the current growth rates. Okay, we can see okay, for the past 3 years, okay, we have been growing at 6 point something. So we can see while it may be possible, we can start seeing at $500,000, it may be a little bit of a stretch already. We are coming very close to the historical growth rates with not too much of a buffer. Okay, so yeah, this is how we calculate. All right. So of course, if you want to look at the past 5 years, okay, past 5 years, you can see same thing. Okay, it is also a little bit of a stretch. All right. So some of you may be asking, hey, does it mean that the top earners only growing at 1.97% per year for the past 5 years? Does it mean that they are out? This is also where the law of small numbers will happen. You know, if you have $100, you make another $100, this is 100% growth. However, if you are making $1 million, okay, and you make another $100,000, this is only a 10% growth. So this is where the law of small numbers apply, and yeah, to the highest income levels, a 1.97% is also quite a high income growth, especially when we convert to actual numbers, okay, actual dollars. All right, so I won't be too worried about this. Okay, so yeah, this is my findings, and I hope you can my findings, and therefore my conclusion is prop 3 to 400K should not be too big of a problem according to our historical income growth rates. All right, 500K, while it's still possible, there may not be a lot of buffer. All right. So you see, is it possible to exit? Our first question was 2.5 million quantum. So even when we use the $2.7 million quantum, we have shown that, hey, it is quite possible. All right. So any thoughts on this? Okay, I'm not too sure. All right. So if you have any thoughts, do leave it in the comments below. And of course, if you love this kind of content, this kind of numbers based, very logical flow, okay, please remember to like and subscribe, and we will come up with more videos. Okay, see you. Bye bye.